TempChecker is a web-based time and attendance service. It includes both hardware and software that are designed to record the on-site hours of temporary and contingent workers. TempChecker provides staffing agencies with a cost-effective service that adds more efficiency to their timekeeping process. Based on feedback we have received from your clients, an approach similar to this could offer a significant market differentiator to any staffing agency. In addition, TempChecker offers a consistent means to be compliant with the recently passed Fair Labor Standards Act. TempChecker records the on-site hours from the time the worker first enters the facility until they exit. These are invoice hours. Additionally, it separately records the hours they worked at the client's cost centers or departments, such as shipping. The cost center hours are a subset of the invoice hours. TempChecker has the ability to set up parent-child relationships throughout the organization. As a result, you may call up reports that consistently show multiple organizational levels as well as workers from multiple staffing organizations. This permits a staffing agency to monitor all their clients and all their offices in one easy, consistent manner. Now let's get ready to look at some reports. To better understand TempChecker reporting capabilities, let's look at an abbreviated staffing organization, ACE Staffing. For illustrative purposes only, the ACE agency is only showing two offices, Greenville and Spartanburg. Greenville has only two clients, Best and Delta, while Spartanburg has only one, Champion. Each of ACE's clients has a variety of cost centers or departments. For example, Best Distribution has three: receiving, shipping, and order picking. In reality, ACE would have many more offices and clients. TempChecker can easily accommodate a much larger staffing organization. TempChecker reports can focus down to the specific workers from a single staffing office on a single day working for a single client. Or they can consistently summarize and chart collected information for any organizational level for any time period all the way up to corporate. Initially, let's look at the various report options available to ACE Greenville. Those options are shown on this screenshot. Let's first look at the People Detail Report. When you choose the report, you will see a subsequent page that looks like this. You will need to select the report's start and end dates and times. The date-time range is exact, but the default times shown on the report are consistent with the times currently used by many agencies. This exactness makes it convenient to be compliant with the newly passed Federal Labor Standards Act. In our example, ACE's standard week begins at midnight on Saturday and ends exactly 1 week or 168 hours later. Now we'll select which clients we want to review. In this case, we choose only Best Distribution. There are a variety of other options, but they are used for non-standard reports. After we make the selection, click Run Report. The first page of all reports is similar. The top section shows the number of pages and confirms the criteria you just selected, such as report name, the date-time range, and the selected organizations. Next, there will be a brief report summary followed by the report's content. The People Detail Report shows each of the 9 people that worked for Best Distribution during the selected time frame. The first person is Sherry Caitlin, and as you can see, she works second shift. By going to the second page, you will see that Sherry's originally recorded on-site time of 69 hours and 37 minutes. However, you will note that there was one day showing 0 hours. That is because, for whatever reason, Sherry failed to punch out of the facility on 10/11. You will also note that on 10/18, Sherry failed to punch in to the receiving cost center. It is inevitable that mistakes like this will occur. We have planned to accommodate most of them, and in these 2 cases, we offer the ability to correct a missed punch. Normally, before corrections take place, the agency will negotiate the approval with the client. Also, to maintain transparency, we clearly identify any correction that has been made. Now let's look at a corrected version of this same report. In this situation, Best has granted ACE the approval to correct missed punches. You can see the manual entry adjustments for Sherry, but as you look at the summary, you will see that she was not the only person to have missed punches that needed to be corrected. There was a total of 37 hours and 50 minutes added to ACE's invoice hours. The facility's in-out corrections are the only ones that will impact the invoice hours. Hours related to cost center corrections are shown on other reports, primarily used by the client. Later on other reports, you will see that another ACE client, Delta Service, did not grant approval to fix missed punches. TempChecker also offers summary reports. To show this, let's look at Ace Greenville's People Summary Report for Best Distribution. We'll use the same criteria that we used on the detail report. Since we already corrected the missed punches, this summary will reflect those added hours. Also, this particular report only shows invoiceable hours. As a result, this may be a convenient way to prepare or check the hours on the actual invoice. You'll also note this report is only 4 pages, including both a total summary and a daily summary for each temporary employee. Ace Greenville can also review multiple clients on one report. To see that, let's choose a new report, the Client Cost Center Summary Report. Here the selection criteria is similar as before, except we choose all clients, not just Best. In this example, we select both of Greenville's clients, Best and Delta. Note that the added hours category only has data for Best. That is because Delta did not agree to permit missed punch corrections. As mentioned earlier, your clients may be more interested in the cost center hours. You can easily make that available to them if you choose. They may be interested in allocating the temporary labor expense to specific cost centers or departments where they worked. This feature may be a significant market differentiator for your agency. Of course, the client is only authorized to see activities at their own facilities. ACE granted reporting authority to Best Distribution, and the next screenshot shows the report options they granted Best. As you can see, Best has a number of reports similar to Ace Greenville, but the data is limited to only that collected at Best facilities. So that you can see a new report format, let's choose a graphical option, the Cost Center Comparison Clustered Bar Report. When choosing a trend report, the selection criteria is a little different. First of all, select a start date. The end date will be determined based on your next selections. The next criterion is the unit, either day or month. For this example, we'll choose a day. Next, we need to determine the number of units in a report period. Since we want to show a week, we'll choose 7 days. Finally, we need to select the number of weeks we want to report. We'll choose 4. Click Run and you see this. All trend reports include 2 sections, graphical and statistical. As you can see, the graphical section shows weekly hours for each cost center plus a category called unallocated. Unallocated hours represent the on-site hours that are spent traveling to and from cost centers. Technically, if you sum unallocated and cost center hours, you will have invoice hours. The statistical section shows the numbers upon which the graph is based. The numbers coincide directly with other more detailed reports. We have just reviewed the reports for Ace Greenville and one of their clients. Now let's show TempChecker's capability to summarize subordinate organizations. In this case, let's look at reports available to the ACE Corporate Office or ACE Staffing. As you can see, ACE Staffing has detailed reports similar to Ace Greenville, but they also have the ability to summarize all their offices and clients. Generally, corporate offices are more interested in aggregated information found in the trend reports. To show this, let's look at the Organization Comparison Stacked Bar Report. As seen on the earlier trend reports, we make the selections to see 4 weeks of information. Additionally, at this level, you need to select what organizations and clients to include in the report. In this example, we choose all. Click Run the report. This report shows all the invoice hours contributed by the Greenville and Spartanburg offices over a 4-week period. As before, the second section of the report shows the numbers. Now let's look at ACE Staffing's ability to review data over a longer period of time, such as a year. Let's look at how many contingent labor hours ACE sold for 2011. To do this, we choose the Client Comparison Line Graph Report. Since we are using a longer period, let's start on January 3rd, 2011. Now for the units, let's choose months. Since we want to review the entire year, let's choose 12 periods. Finally, since we want to see the company's total performance, let's choose all offices and all clients. Click Run the report. The comparative line graph shows the hourly contribution for each of ACE's offices over a 12-month period. If you want the hours by a client, you could go back, rerun the same report, choosing one client at a time. That concludes our report video. One point that I did not mention was our ability to create new or modified reports. If your agency needs your own versions of the collected data, we can create that. If your accounting department needs a specific format, we can provide that as well. To find out more information, please use the information on this slide to contact me directly. Thanks for watching.